Good morning, everyone. I was going for 24 hours and it seemed like forever. Um, and I don't care what nobody say. I think my thumbnail was genius. Like, obviously, we're gonna talk about that today because like we had one situation before back in 2020. For starting small in the trading world? What? Back in 2020, and then this is the second one, so I call it Tupac's. I think it's funny. Anyway, I like my thumbnail, but yeah, I want to talk about some elephants in the room. I'm gonna actually get into some of this early. I dropped some get that shampoo in your hair. Talk about some elephants in the room. Be honest, I don't like talking about this one. Not because I want to make myself look good or anything, but it's just it is what it is. Um, am I talking about this too early? I probably am. I talking about it too early? You know what? We'll talk about the elephant in the room later. It's a big fat elephant. We'll talk about that later. But we will talk about it. Don't worry. But it's one of the most important things to talk about today. Where we at? We're at 58,000. Last time I just looked, we were down in the 57 thousand something. We're gonna talk about this price movement in a minute. But yeah, everything is red today. I mean, it's just red everywhere, just red, 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 red. But let's get through this. Let's do this pretty fast today, and then I want to talk about some important stuff. Spot Ethereum ETFs experienced 39 million in net outflows, ending 3 day streak of positive inflows. And I think the Bitcoin ETFs brought in, what was it, like, yeah, it was 11 million. They brought in 11 million of inflows into the Bitcoin ETFs. Won't talk much about that now. I'm going to cover it all later. But as of right now, BlackRock Holdings overtake Grayscale for the first time because, Grayscale, they were already holding Bitcoin for a long time. BlackRock overtook them, even though the outflow is negative. I'm going to speed through this probably faster than I want to because I want to talk about some important stuff. I mean, this is all important too, but keep getting notifications. South Korea Pension Fund, National Pension Service (NPS), bought $34 million worth of MicroStrategy shares, as we've been talking about for the last couple of days. Like, it was like, wasn't it the Norwegians bought some of MicroStrategy shares? It was Swedish that bought some of MicroStrategy shares. Now we got South Korea. So this is all bullish stuff. I know stuff looks like trash right now, but it's for the long term. We cool. So I know some of y'all need that reminder right up front so you can be chill throughout the stream. But it's probably gonna be ugly for a little while. So, but it's bullish long term. Nobody's leaving crypto. It's not over. The bull run's not over with all these institutions adopting and everything. Speaking of institutions adopting, in Q1 of 2024, we had 874 institutions reporting Bitcoin ETFs. Q2, we have 1,008 institutions reporting holdings of Bitcoin ETF. And as we can see from the news I've been given day to day, that Q3 is going to look even crazier. So more institutional adoption, a lot of people buying. I'm gonna slide through this one real smooth like a pimp, like because we got some other stuff to talk about. But a lot of people bearish right now because we got the excuse me, we got the U.S. government moving around Bitcoin or whatever. They haven't really sold any. This is scare tactics they be using. They're gonna move it around, make everybody think they're gonna sell it, and they might sell it. But right now, let me just say this straight without rambling too much. A lot of things, I didn't even plan to say this, but a lot of things that's going on right now is listen to this. They are testing right now how y'all are going to react to different things that they do so they can play the same tricks later on when the actual bull market starts. So this is one of them. I wish I should have wrote a list of these little tricks, but the moving around stuff, the wallets, and that's one of the main tricks they're going to use. Sometimes they might sell, sometimes they're not going to sell. And as I've been saying, I'm the first one. I'm not the first one. I don't know why that came out like that, but I'm one of the people that told you, when they start minting stable coins and stuff like that, that's usually bullish time in the market. Trust and believe they're going to use that way different this cycle. It's going to be completely different how they use it this cycle. To be honest, I'm not saying this, I'm not predicting this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they mint $5 billion worth of stable coins near the end of the cycle when it's from the tank. Like, I think they're testing out a bunch of mind tricks that they can play on people right now. So anyway, one of the reasons the market is bearish. or some people are bearish right now. Some people are saying they think, and I said this the other day, am I not always early? Y'all gonna be swearing that I work in like one of these newsrooms, but I don't. But now a lot of more people saying like, oh, they think they're trying to drop Ethereum below 2,000. I just said that like 2 days ago on the stream because they wanted their initial pickup or their biggest pickup to be at the lowest price ever, then ride it up. Like I said, they've been taking percentages here, 10% here, 15% here, 20% here, and let y'all think it's just regular market movements or whatever, and it's not regular market movements. It's them taking profits. They probably didn't already work. Y'all saw Ethereum. What we started at Ethereum around 35, 3,500, 32, somewhere around there. It don't matter. But where we started last year in the bear market, trust between now and then, even though y'all haven't seen any price appreciation on Ethereum, they've already made 100% on it. I'm pretty sure. And that's before they got the Ethereum ETFs and all the stuff that everybody gets happy about and all that kind of stuff. But what they're gonna do this time is they probably gonna ride it the whole cycle. But they got to drop the prices low enough so they can get enough X's on it. I'm going through this quick today because it is Friday. I don't know what y'all plans are. What is this? What is this? Well, this kind of line up with what I said. They just minted another $250 million of USDC. And once again, I believe this is for future dates. I don't think this is for the immediate future, next week, the week after next week, none of that. I'm giving some of my stuff away now, but whatever. But yeah, so they just minted another $250 million worth of USDC. Binance, well, we already reported this a couple of weeks ago. Well, I was reading up on this today. No, I think they it's about Binance returning to India. Because they had to pay that little fee, which I mean it was a little fee, especially for Binance. But back in India, another bullish news that the market's not over. We still running it. We about to do the thing. Don't get too scared. It's gonna be ugly in the short term. Whoop de whoop, all that kind of good stuff. But we're gonna be good in the long term. Another one that people been talking about. It's kind of big, kind of not. Really don't care. Not right now. But it's bullish for adoption. USDC to embrace tap and go payments after Apple opens up NFC, because there was a whole lot of people talking about their whole thing with NFC payments and different stuff that Apple was blocking before. So it's not that that Circle or USDC has a partnership with Apple or anything like that. They're just saying, hey, if they open up this ability, then we can swoop in and take advantage of that or whatever, and more adoption for crypto. Like I said, I feel like this is how the future is. I keep saying y'all think it's just for y'all to become millionaires and get a 50 and 100x or whatever, but crypto is literally the future. And I'm not saying that just like as a crypto boy or trying to be super bullish or whatever. I had to make sure the sound is still on because I know it likes to go out. But anyway, it opens up that ability. Another adoption thing. Dubai court recognizes crypto as a valid salary payment. UAE lawyer Arena Heaver said the ruling shows the growing acceptance of crypto in employment contracts, recognizing the evolving nature of Web3 financial transactions. So, like I said, this is bullish. More crypto adoption, like the tap to pay with Apple, whatever. I don't know if y'all remember, but what's the old boy name from the Kansas City? She's a Sean Culkin, however you say his name. I think because he was getting last bull run. Hopefully, his advisors advised him on how crypto works and all that kind of stuff. But I think he was taking his payments in Bitcoin. Then you had Trevor Lawrence, old boy from Jacksonville, who was getting paid. He was getting his salary. Well, I think it was either his salary or a bonus he was getting in Solana last cycle. So he was taking his salary, bonus, whatever you call it. A lot of people was taking their salary and bonuses in crypto last cycle. And I know people thought they were crazy last cycle, especially when the bear market hit. But it actually works out for them, whatever. But we're not gonna get too much into that. But anyway, and y'all know how the world feels about Dubai. That's where the money is. So adoption is coming. Now people can stop telling you that it's a scam and it's, there's also, I mean, it kind of can be Ponzi-ish, but crypto technology, cryptography, blockchain, all that stuff is the future. Of course, we're going to make some money on some tokens this cycle. That's not going to be here nowhere in the next 5 to 6 years, but, it is what it is. But as a whole, cryptography and blockchain is definitely the next wave. All right, here's the next part. And before I get into this next part, it's the most important part of the stream. And I think the stream is going pretty quick. Yeah, it is. We under 10 minutes. All right, cool. So as you see from the thumbnail, now some of y'all listen to this, and I keep trying to tell y'all this on this channel, man. This is why you don't let your emotions get involved. Because before I get into this next part, y'all start clicking off and y'all saying, man, here go Crypto Zoe with that bull. I'm not with that. I'm not falling for the games and blah, blah, blah. I'm not even talking. Like, have open ears, have an open mind, and listen to what I'm trying to say. So let me just blow through these little things right here, and then I'll talk about it. So we got, I know y'all want to hear it, but brace your ears, all that kind of good stuff. Breaking. Pakistan detects 3 Mpox cases from UAE. Pakistan detected 3 cases of Mpox in patients arriving from the UAE, according to the Khyber, but can't pronounce that. I mean, I was pretty sure I could if I tried, but from the health department, the World Health Organization, our friends, our buddies, recently declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern due to a new variant of the virus. While Pakistan has seen Mpox cases before, it's unclear which variant was detected in these patients. Boom, next one. Boom, breaking news. Move out of my way. What is this? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Breaking news. Sweden reports first Mpox clade 1 case outside of Africa. Y'all see what it's going, right? So I'm going to try not to get emotional here, but, you know, my father passed away when I was a baby. So my first male role model, positive role model that I had, passed away during this time or whatever. And not because of the C-19 situation, something totally different. But around this time it was around this time, like late summer going into fall, when he first started getting sick and everything, and went to start checking on him or whatever. And I was hearing about C-19 around the time, but it's like, whatever. And everybody keeps like saying that the height of C-19 or it started booming in February. No, that's not true, y'all. C-19 was already being talked about in like August of 2019. Then it was more talked about in like October, November 2019, but it wasn't like big like until that like February, and then March everything shut down. So here I go, y'all. Here I go. Once again, this is not about you. Oh, crypto's I'm smarter than that. I'm not falling for the games. I'm not wearing no stupid mask. Cool. I'm with you. That's cool. But throw that out the window. This is not about your political views. And, I know we could pandemic and all that stuff. All I'm trying to tell y'all is they could be getting ready to do the whoop-de-doo on us. So, um, like I already said to y'all, and I'm going to say this, and I know I made some pretty good predictions in the past. Not everything has come true. Like I said, the whole July into August run or whatever. But as I said, I've been saying for, that 8 weeks is going to be a lot of stuff to push the market up and down. And I don't know which way it's really going to go. But what I can say is here's the thing. You buy when it's red, right? You buy the fear. True. All the way true. You buy the fear. You buy when it's red. Or whatever. But this hasn't been like a big capitulation event. Matter of fact, so I can help myself. Let me go ahead and pull this back up, even though I know y'all don't want to look at this chart. But so you buy the red, you buy the fear. I'm gonna tell you, I don't even trust whatever next pump comes. Whatever the next pump comes that feels like the we're so back pump, I'm not gonna believe it. I'm just that's my. You can do what you want. So I'm not telling you not to buy, not to do anything. I pack my bags. I'm waiting for certain things to happen, like a big dump or something. But whatever the next move up that people are saying we're so back or whatever, I'm gonna just be like, okay, whatever. Because, well, let's say it this way: if it happens in the next 3 weeks, I want to almost say 4 weeks, but in the next 3 weeks, I'm just gonna be kind of chill. But let me say this too. Very important. This does not, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, this does not mean that you leave the market and you start ignoring crypto because it's boring. I know the crap is boring right now, but that does not mean you leave the market and stop paying attention. I know some of y'all, maybe you have bad anxiety. You can't look at your portfolio because things are red right now. But I would not advise you just saying, I'm gonna ignore my portfolio. You might just be pleasantly surprised. Maybe the market doesn't dump, but I don't know, maybe there's a token unlock or something happens to one of your tokens. You may still believe in it, but it might have a massive drop, and then you miss that chance to buy in because you're ignoring the market. But anyway, I'm just wondering if they're gonna run this back. And so one of the biggest elephant in the room is, and I might have talked about it in the group, kind of, but I don't like talking about it because I don't like thinking about it. But sometimes you got to face stuff, straight on or whatever. And I know, like I say, you listen. I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately that I'm not even gonna talk about. But I know everybody likes to come to their YouTube channel, pumping y'all up, being cheerleader, having a pet rally, whatever the crap you want to call it. For most people, I talk monotone. I might talk slow. You might think it's boring or whatever. But I'm trying to make sure you keep a solid head or whatever. But anyway, the elephant in the room is, yeah, I'm so pissed about I'm so pissed about March because I know some people have said, like, when I say I knew that was coming, like I knew it was coming, but the problem is, as y'all see yesterday, I took a break because sometimes my brain gets too focused on researching projects, seeing when the project's coming out. And I'm being honest because I'm human. Then spending 30 minutes maybe a day being pissed off because a certain project isn't launching when they said they were going to launch. Being pissed off projects are launching at higher evaluations. So having to scratch those off my list and go find new projects or whatever. And so sometimes my brain is so doing this stuff so much that I don't have a chance to think about this stuff. Like, you know, paying your taxes. Yeah, I don't like talking about it in the group. I don't like talking about it on the stream. But I'm like, man, like what I could have did for myself and my bad. What I could have did for what I could have did for myself and my group if I would have just took mental breaks every once in a while. So let my brain just chill out because like I keep saying, it's like a muscle. Like no matter how much you a gym rat, even when I wasn't, I've been slacking heavily. Even if you're a gym rat, you work out every day and you got the strongest, tightest muscles, it's a certain point in the day when you just gotta stop. You cannot sit on the bench press for 90 minutes, then go do curls and then go do push-ups. Yeah, at some point, the muscle is exhausted. It's tired, and you're not able to use it the same way. So you have to let it rest so you can use it again. And so I was just so you know, yeah, I was just so engrossed in like trying to find pics, and it was different when I was by myself with a couple of friends and it was like texting back and forth about, hey man, this crypto here, this that, and then the Patreon came along. It was a little different for me because um, I've taught a lot of things in the past, but it was just new for me. And like I said, my thing is, man, how do you say this? I'm not trying to be. I'm gonna put this honesty isn't always the easiest way. And as I said to y'all plenty of times on the channel, some of y'all knew, like I dead ass care about y'all making money and everybody in my group, the people who watch the channel. And so I'm just like, I'm at a great financial place, but I'm like, hearing some of the stories or whatever that people are going through and whatever. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I help these people make money. And it becomes fun for me because I actually like helping people. If y'all listen to me talk enough, I'll tell you, I'll say the word mentee like 1,000 times because I have a billion mentees. Like I have a billion of them because, like I said, I didn't have a father when I was growing up. So it's like a way to fill that void. I didn't have a father. So I always find like a younger dude, like when I'm teaching him how to produce music, mix and master, teaching them filmmaking, teaching them light, whatever I know. Like I'm always teaching somebody basketball lessons, all that kind of stuff. Right. So for me, it was just like, all right, let's let's help these people make money. Go find the projects, find which one's gonna be more bullish. And it was like tax time was just sitting there right in my face, and I'm just like, was not. Yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off, y'all. It pisses me off for me. Pisses me off for y'all. Granted, still from the bear market, still up a lot from what I started with. But anyway, I'm saying this to say, sorry, I went on to, but I'm saying this to say that right now we kind of got this thing going on. I'm not saying it's going to be the same thing as tax time, but we cannot ignore whether you believe it or not or what I'm wearing masks. I don't like wearing the masks either. I'm with you. I'm with you. We there. We seen eye to eye there. We got it. But what I'm saying is it does not matter. If they're going to run this game and they're going to do this thing because, whatever they want to cut employment numbers or they want to use it as a way to like I said, cut employment and drop interest rates, and that's their excuse, or whatever they're trying to do, or dump the market. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to pay attention to what they're doing. Nobody's saying you're falling for their games. That's not what I'm saying. So you cannot fall for their games, but still realize the game that they're playing. So yeah, I'm chilling right now. Like I bought some stuff. My bags are decently packed. Yeah, like I always say, yes, you wish you bought your biggest and all of your bags at the lowest price, but not always it's not always that. So I know a lot of people are buying stuff right now. But let me say this too. I keep saying somebody asked me about that. I'm not in the camp. Hold on, let me slow this down real quick. Number one, I am not in the camp of saying I'm gonna sell my bags now and buy back lower because we don't know what's gonna happen. What I will say that's gonna sound real contradicting. What I knew after being in the market a couple of times and that tax time thing, I'm so pissed because that was the one time. Yes, I know you're probably gonna be mad at me, but it was the one time you could say like, "Oh no, no, let's sell all this and we'll buy back lower." Like that time, But after a while, we got so much into the dip, and so much into the dip, it's just like, all right, let's just ride the wave. Let's just ride. I mean, we here now, so um, and then just try to see where you can get gains in between time. But as of right now, like it's like ride the wave. We gonna see what happens. But I'm holding my bags right now, and I'll DCA. Maybe I'll do see a good DCA point or something that can run or whatever. So it doesn't. I'm not tapping out the market. I'm still here every day, like any other day. But what it does give me time to do is like research what projects are really going to develop. You got a lot of projects that say they're going to develop, and then when they see all the competition out there, they start capitulating themselves and making up excuses. Oh, our token got hacked, and then excuse me, my bad. Our token got hacked and therefore the price dropped, but that's really them taking profits and probably moving into another project. It's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not leaving the market. I'm not going on vacation. I'm still probably be at this computer every day. If I'm not producing or doing something else, I'm still be at the computer doing crypto studying, researching or whatever. But yeah, I'm just trying to see where they're gonna take this whole Mpox thing. What else I said up here? Um, yeah, I already, yeah, I already said that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I mean, they could probably try to send it on a little run or whatever, but I still feel like it's gonna dump again. So next week we might have it. Let me tell y'all, did I not tell y'all? I mean, I ain't telling y'all all my secrets. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna tell you all my little secrets, but I told y'all that one straight up. I was like, when Jamie Dimon kept saying August is gonna be bullish, I was like, you messed up my whole. He messed up my whole plan because I was like, whatever Jamie Dimon says, it's gonna be the opposite. Because in his mind, he doesn't believe that there's people out there as smart as us to see through what he's saying. Most people out there, they see Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, and they're gonna listen to what he says. As soon as he said that statement, I was like, this is about to be ugly. I was like, I'm not feeling this. I'm like nothing he's saying. But let me get to your comments, questions, and concerns. Hopefully, I understood what I said. Once again, you don't have to fall for the game. I understand we don't want to murder mask. We know they playing this stuff. Some of y'all probably don't believe that. And y'all probably think I'm conspiracy theories. But that's how I feel. But you know, it's it is what it is. Um, Faith and Chaos said, "Hello, fam. What's up?" Diane said, "Hello. What's up, Diane?" Mopar said, "What's going on, bro? There's a lot of stuff. Them playing whale games, United States moving Bitcoin, the whole Mpox thing. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say Mpox, right? Because I feel like if I say it, well, I'll say it one time. But talking about monkeypox, if y'all don't know what's going on, um, but yeah, they're trying to cook it back up. And I know what some of y'all saying. If y'all are the people that's in the know, yeah, they tried to cook up monkeypox one time before, right? But it just wasn't the right time, and people wasn't really trying to hear that. But I think this time they trying to go bigger with it. So and let me say this too. This is gonna sound contradicting. I still feel like I said, Republicans is gonna be in office. But listen, it's gonna be two things. It's gonna be Republicans and Trump in office and new monetary policy around crypto, or it's gonna be monkeypox and a Democrat who can make people stay in the house and try that whole thing again. You can't have both. It's gonna be either or. So even though I feel like it's still gonna go the route of Republicans in office, it doesn't matter. Either way, we're gonna have a bull run and make some money. So that's what that is. What you see is what you get. Said we need a stream to address who they is because they be doing the most. You talk. I mean, it's all the the BlackRock, Vanguard, the top 1%, all those guys. So that's what that's about. Indigenous 999 says Zoe got the skinny on the news we can use. Yeah, I mean, it's some other stuff out there, but this is the main thing going on. Um, this thing could be crazy. It could be real crazy. Katie Kate said I wouldn't mind another stimmy. Oh man. Hey man, Stimmy's going. Well, I don't want to say they had to come with Kamala, but it's just so when you start to get older and realize all the games they play, it's crazy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're gonna turn on the money print in some type of way. I don't know which way they're gonna turn the print on. As I keep saying, I've been saying it like for months now. I know they were pissed off when they did it last time. They wasted their hand. And this crazy thing I keep saying, they only know how to play the same games over and over. They can't innovate. They can't think of anything new. So I was like, if y'all run back the same, how do I say this on the stream? If y'all run back the whole same lockdown type of playbook, like y'all got to come up with something new. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this again for y'all that haven't heard it. This is not conspiracy. Every 100 years, there's a generational shift in wealth. That's it, generational wealth shift, whatever. And like I always use the examples, the J.P. Morgans, the Rockefellers, the y'all know the big name people with the railroads and steel companies and all that kind of stuff. And it's usually around the 20s when this stuff happens, 20s, 30s, whatever. And this was their time to do it again, except for they found out all these young people weren't investing. All the stimulus checks they was throwing out there, they thought that was going to go into the stock market, went into crypto, and that messed up their whole plan. And so now this cycle, they got to run the playbook back. That's why you got BlackRock coming in and actually having ETFs. I'll argue anybody this argument. Anybody, I'll take anybody. It could be Peter Schiff. It could be Warren Buffett. Like I can tell what's going on. You're not going to tell me that's not what's going on. So that's another reason why I said we still got a bull market ahead of us. Don't think that it's bearish and it's over and all this stuff. No, they saw the money we was making last cycle and they want a piece of that. And their plan didn't work. And they drained that plan so bad that we got $35 trillion worth of debt now because they threw all this stimulus money out there, printed all this money because they thought it was going to work in their favor, and they shot themselves in the foot. So now they trying to run the playbook back like they think they bill a check or something. And I don't know. We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna see. Because one thing I know, they are no Bill Check or Nick Saban, so or Phil Jackson or Pat Riley. But we're gonna see what happens. Stimmies, I don't know. They're gonna do something. Excuse me. Hold on. Sometimes these lights be getting to me, yo. I ain't gonna lie. They be getting to you, boy. Pale Rice said has this whole very strong time. So don't know why you're bearish on it. I'm not bearish on Casper. It's just people overhype it and they lie to y'all about these price predictions. I mean, it's doing decent. Like it's a bunch of. Well, I will say you got to have a little delusion if you want your token to pump. But it's not bearish on it. It's just people got astronomical price targets that don't even make sense because they trying to dump on y'all. I want to say, y'all see. I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna see before it's too late. You're gonna see You're gonna see before it's too late the people you should have been listening to and stuff like that. And I'm not in the camp of trying to preach to people about who you used to listen to or whatever. You can do what you want. As somebody in the group said, it's something I had to realize. A lot of my friends always tell me that somebody got to lose for us to win. So if that, I'm not. You can do what you want to do, man. I'm not telling nobody what not to buy anymore. Mopar said I caught that mess in August before it became mainstream in February. That in fact it was I can't say it on stream, but that, for the fact that it was C19 when I had it when it oh yeah, August. Yeah, I know a lot of people were saying they got it in August and November too. And C19 it was damn near a fear marketing tactic. Yeah, so I'm having trouble reading because my head's spinning a little bit because he's like um, bro, no way you just asked about the price target. Nobody's bearish, but being honest here, the community is that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's because a lot of people promise people they're going to become millionaires off Casper, and it's like you can if you got in at a certain time or if you put a certain amount of money in now. But a lot of people lying to people talking about if you put a couple hundred, couple thousand in because they know if you got I mean, you got so many terms for it. You got some people call them fish shrimps or whatever, versus whales and dolphins. You get enough shrimps, you get enough little small fish putting money into it, it keeps pumping up the price. And so they're dependent on people doing that to pump their bags, and it's not helping y'all at all. And I'm not here to say like, oh, I'm your savior and you should just listen to me. Y'all listen. Y'all don't understand how tired I am right now. Trying to like I literally came here trying to help people, and I just see so much other stuff going on around me. And to be honest, I'm sorry, on a little rant here and realizing even when I make different moves, now I got to be careful how I even talk to my people. Even like, We talked about the one meme coin or whatever. So I gotta watch how I do stuff because of there's a whole what am I trying to say? It's kind of, listen, I'm gonna say what it is. It's like being a black man. The black men have this negative image, right? So I gotta watch how I behave as a black man because other people are doing stuff that make me look a certain type of way. So even though I don't want to call myself a crypto influencer, I got a YouTube channel that talks about crypto. So I got to watch the way I do stuff because now I'm seeing how other people move and stuff and make sure I'm protecting as many people as I can, even with my own calls or whatever. But I literally thought it'd be fun to come here and help people. That was the whole reason I came here, and it's became something totally different. That it's like completely different from what I envisioned it was going to be like. Um, Trying to make sure the mic's still on. But yeah, y'all can buy what you want. Well, we hold a little of everything, but this ain't nowhere. We promote 90% Casper bags or any token. Yeah, any token I'm bullish on. I don't hold 90% of any token, 50% of any token, 20% of any token. That's not how we do stuff over here. So I'm not sure how you do, but everybody invests different, but that's not how I do stuff. I'm not holding my portfolio in 90% of anything, including Bitcoin. um Pale Rider said, no, I live in France and here Casper is not that popular. I found it myself. I don't have crazy target. $2 or $3 is achievable. Where is it at now? My head is giving me a little problem, y'all. Let me see where it's at. Let me see. Let me write in my notes real quick something important to say to y'all. All right, cool. So okay, that's what I thought it was at. Okay, so mm, mm, yeah, let's see. What did you say? Who was that? Pale Rider? Yeah, Pale Rider. That seems about doable, Pale Rider. Like that's yeah, I've seen some people saying crazy stuff than that. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not about being like bearish on cats, but you just gotta have realistic expectations and stuff. That seems doable. Pale Rider said, Mopar, what is your top five crypto long term? Nah, we ain't trying to we don't do that on this channel. Y'all be and I'm not even gonna talk. Yeah, I'm trying in there, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah. Um and even when I say you have to even when I say you have to what am I saying? I say you have to join the Patreon to get our picks. That's me not me shielding the Patreon, is because we're trying to collect the tokens and keep them at good entries and all that kind of stuff. We don't I don't go to on stream talking about all my picks and all that kind of stuff. Um St. Louis said Fauci enters the chat. I don't know how you're saying that, but Pale Rider said, and Cryptozo just found your channel yesterday. It seems you seem nice compared to others. Man, one of them I know is a scammer. The other one and I still there's a video that's been put out and I still haven't watched it. To be honest, I try to keep up stuff as quick as possible, but I'll say the first one I know is definitely a scammer. The second one is a little, I want to say shocking, but I don't know. I don't know, but the first one is definitely. Um, but somehow I don't know how people don't realize that. St. Louis Solo said, now I'm playing. What up, Zoe in chat? Hope all is well in this chop market. Yeah, we chilling, man. I mean, I know look, I'm chilling. I know some people probably a little worried, but hopefully, if you watch the rest of the streaming, you watch what happened before. Like it's bullish long term. Like yeah, as I always say, you're gonna want you wish that you bought. Excuse me, you're gonna wish that you bought your biggest and all of your bags at the best price. But let me say this: it gives you time to DCA. And to be honest, what I see coming or whatever, I'm chilling right now. I'm holding my bags, and I feel like, I feel like thank God because we got enough time. I feel like we have some more time to accumulate at cheap prices. there's gonna be some people that FOMO into stuff today and maybe tomorrow because, like I said, yeah, the market's red. Usually buy the red, but I feel like it's gonna dump back on their heads or whatever. So I'm just waiting for like a. It's got to be a big dump for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna buy something else. Like, yeah, that's just what it's gonna have to take for me at this point. Yeah, we're at 57.9 right now. Oh, Mopar stupid. You said Casper. Yeah, that's all his top five picks. Pale Rider said, "So Cryptozo, what are your top five? You still. I'm not telling you on the channel. You got to join the Patreon, man. You got to join the Patreon. And even in there, it's not really. I try not to do like the top picks thing anymore because any of these could run. Because, like I say on the channel, what people don't realize is some of these projects are just Web3. Well, I want to say just Web3 projects, but they're bullish in the Web3 space. They could run based off Web3 people pushing them, and then you have projects that are VCs, and VCs pay for marketing. They're going to pay for exchanges. They're going to pay for people to push them, and so there's two ways that a crypto can run. I mean, there's a lot of ways. You got communities that can push a token. You got VCs that can push a token. You got Web3 influencers that can push a token. So that's why I say I don't even say what's top anymore. Like I think I mentioned one in the past, and it caused some moles to FOMO into it. And even I knew at the time, I was like, I want my people to get some entry, but it ended up dumping back down as it should, as most projects going to do. But sometimes I just like to get an entry in the project if I think it's a good space from there or whatever. But I don't even talk about what's top anymore. It's just like I pick good picks anymore. And I'm getting even stronger on trying to make sure like we don't even have those picks like, oh, this has some of the good elements. I'm trying to make sure everything I talk about now has all of the elements because as I always say, I've been studying projects since last cycle for this cycle. I've been studying since last cycle. So I had a list of hundreds of projects. And when I have a list of hundreds of projects and half of those still haven't come out, and I'm seeing all these other projects that I didn't know come out right now, it lets me know just how saturated the market is. As much as I study, I still don't know a lot of these projects. And I know a lot of people try to act like they know every single project that's going to come out. But I don't. And so when I see those coming out, plus the ones I notice coming out, I'm like, oh, this junk is saturated. So I'm trying to make sure we in the most bullish picks. It might take them longer to run. And let me say this too on the channel for you. Some of these projects, maybe not, I don't think all of them, but some projects literally might not run until the end of the cycle. But I believe most of them going to run beginning of next year, that first quarter, second quarter of next year, then chill out for a minute, then run in the real alt season. But some of them are going to be sitting there, and I'm telling you, something it's not even my picks. It's going to maybe something you found on your own, and you're going to sell it. Next thing you know, you're going to find that junk flying somewhere. So you just got to have conviction on your picks, keep up with them or whatever, and keep up with the picks, and yeah, just hold on, and yeah. Love says it's funny how this stuff plays out in perfect time with these wave movements. Most of it is criminal, but well. Nobody going to jail in this life. Yeah, it's crazy. They really play serious well games. They act like it's happening because of this. They always got to give you a reason, and that's one thing I'm preaching on my channel for months. If you haven't heard it before, they'll tell you like the price is dumping for this reason, but it's only because somebody is selling. And they try to dig, but they got to give you a reason why it's dumping. But it's never. It's just them taking profits on your head and taking your money. That's all it is. It's very simple. Um, what is this? Pale Rider said, seriously, Mopar only. I think he was joking. Pale Rider. Mopar said, come on, bro. No, we don't discuss that here on YouTube Lives. This is to discuss news and Zoe to update us on the news visually. My head. This is the each one teach one approach, but we never discuss that. He's meaning picks. So where can I see Crypto Zoe's calls? You can see those. Don't even have it pull up. I know. Hey, y'all keep telling me you like Zoe. You should talk about it at the beginning of the stream. I really don't be thinking about it stuff. But anyway, the Patreon is at patreon.com/cryptozo. Ooh, even as I just put that in the chat, I just realized how many more comments we got. But that's cool. Where can I see Cryptozo's calls? I just put that. Katie Kate said you have to join the group. It's been worth it for me. Appreciate that, Katie Kate. Because like I said, and I talk about stuff on stream, like I said, people want to come on the stream like everything we got is pumping to Valhalla. That's a lie. Yeah, we got some stuff that's bled out or whatever. And but far as the picks, them being good picks long term, and how they gonna perform the entire cycle, yeah, good picks, and some stuff people not talking about and don't know about, and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, appreciate that, Katie Kate. Pelra said it was. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know how they do stuff in their communities. Stuff at least the first one, I do know the first one how he does stuff over there. The second one is new information to me. I will have to look into the what they call them, the accusations or whatever scientific words you want to look, because I haven't looked into his stuff yet. I don't know what to say. I do know money changes people. I never really watched a guy like that. For the few minutes I did watch, I mean, when I say few minutes, I'm talking about like 45 seconds at a time. Not saying because I'm like, oh, I'm so cool, I don't have to watch people, but I watched do like 45 seconds at a time for maybe 6 to 8 times and seemed decent to me. I don't know. I don't even know the picks, I don't know anything about guy, but I will say that the first one is just full of crap. Like, it's just crazy how he has so many people following him. When I say his knowledge of the market is literally like two not well, you said the second one this time. The first time you said the names in the other order. Let me put just say what up CG. Yeah, dude's CG's knowledge of the market is like a kindergartner for me. And it's just crazy that people think he knows what he's talking about. But the other guy, it's yeah, I don't know. Um, I'm not so confident anymore in people selling their calls. Why not give them for free? Listen, okay, on the first part, I feel you on that. Saying you said I'm not confident in people selling their calls anymore. I get you, especially with the stuff I see going on. Some of the stuff I didn't even know was going on. So I feel you on that. I'm not gonna knock you for that. But yeah, I'm not giving my calls for free because I'm accumulating them over the cycle. I've been in 3 cycles and I know how this stuff works because people get so excited. I see people doing, and when I see people doing this, I know they're amateur. Like something pumps 2x and they're like telling, like, look, y'all, we got a 2x off this. Are you serious? Like, this is crypto. And then once I tell people on the channel, I put it out there, that everybody's buying it. On every dip, you have more people buying the pick versus there's a few of us buying the picks on the dips. If you talk about it on your channel, then everybody's buying it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not giving out anything for free, my guy. So hopefully I explained that enough to you to understand that it's not about me shilling my Patreon, but it's about me having time to accumulate projects that I think are great before the rest of the market finds out about them. Um, why is crypto so different from others? And $110 crazy. Actually, it's not expensive for the value you get in my Patreon and the money you make in the future. Why am I different from others? I'm gonna be honest. Let me take the time and try to answer that. The craziest thing is I didn't know I was different from others. Let's start there. Let's start there. So my lady's been telling me that. A lot of my friends tell me that. Actually, it's been one of my weaknesses. Is that I do try to be honest with people. I don't try to scam people. Number one, I've had money before. I have money. So versus other people who just be making, they might be making their money off of Patreon. Um, that's not where I make my money. So, Pale Rider, just so you know, I work in the entertainment industry. I work in the music industry and the film industry. So I came here with money. I had money before this. I have different sources of income. Um, so yeah, I just came here to help people because I've seen people. Let me say it this way: I hate talking about this sometimes on the channel, but I'm from to make you understand. I'm from the hood, like so it means I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I didn't grow up with a lot of stuff. My mother was a widower, so I saw my mama struggle. I saw other people struggle, and so when I came into the space, I was like looking at other people who were saying stuff like, "Man, I only got $500 to invest. I only got 5,000." Some people don't even have 5,000. But some people have $500, $1,000. Not in the Patreon, but I got people on the outside. They were like, "Hey, man, I want to get in crypto," and they literally might have $50 a month to invest and stuff. So I came in wanting to help those people. And as I always say on my channel, to me, it's like putting good marks. And I know I keep saying you can be atheist, agnostic, whatever you want to be, but you gotta believe in something. And so for me, I believe in God and I believe in heaven. And so for me, it's like putting nice marks in my, and as we call it in the book of life in heaven. So like when I get there, my crown is gonna be dope. I'm gonna have one of the dopest mansions in heaven because I did good stuff for people. So it was my goal to come in here and help people, which is why I say I don't like to talk about it on the channel, but I'm not trying to hide it or anything. But it's not my fault. Number one, it's not my fault the dump happened. But only thing that upsets me is in the middle of trying to help people, and then the whole March thing coming, and I know it's like tax time, and people are gonna be paying the taxes. I was like, oh, my brain was too involved in the market. And see, it's hurting right now, to be honest. But my brain was so involved in the market that I couldn't even call that dump. And that would have been the time to be like, hey, y'all, like this is when you sell all and buy back lower. Now, right now, I still don't feel like that's the time. It could turn out to be that. But anyway, I just literally like helping people. Anybody who knows me knows I've always helped people, even with music production and stuff like that. So I have my successes, and most people won't help you. Like they won't like help you find clients or artists to sell music to. They won't teach you music. They won't teach you how to make beats. I've always liked knowing that. I'm like, oh, that's what you want to learn how to do, especially if it's somebody younger than me. So I like helping people. And from what I'm seeing from different stuff other people going through, only time will allow you to see that, oh, dude was really trying to help us. Like we actually made it to the end of the cycle. Nothing came out about this dude trying to scam us or crazy, or you know what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. That's the faith you got to put in people when you invest in their patrons or investing in yourself. So like I said, I don't shield my Patreon. You don't have to join, but I will say that I don't put my picks on the channel. But I can understand it from the angle you coming from, what y'all have dealt with other patrons. I can see you asking that question. I'm not offended. Like that's not gonna make me upset that you asking those questions. So I don't know what else to tell you. But anyway, Pale, you speak in stock market lingo. We don't do puts or calls here. We are a community that invests in many projects. We don't promote shorts or calls here at all. I didn't even see that comment. I must have skipped something. Mm. Oh, I see you talking about he said calls. Well, people. That's what people call a buy alerts too. They said calls or whatever. Mopar talking about his Patreon, bro. I like when y'all be talking back and forth in the chat. Katie Kate said it's worth it, Pale Rider, much less than many others. Yeah, from I didn't even know some people had some really high prices on their Patreons. And I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not trying to like compete with anybody, but a lot of these guys are amateurs. Like they did one cycle, they barely understood the tech, and then they just trying to like just make money off the Patreon. It's crazy. Like literally, my Patreon is literally like 20 times smaller to 40 times smaller than a lot of these guys. And it's crazy that people don't realize it's gonna be late when people realize. Like it's I can't help everybody though. It's crazy that it's for as much alpha there is in my Patreon for it to be as small as it is, but I mean it is what it is. It just allows us to buy at better prices or whatever and not to compete with so many people. So but anyway, my goal is I'm sorry, I'm doing this again. There's two things. I know y'all listen, everybody's different. So some of y'all don't like when I talk about my hood life. Some of y'all don't like when I talk about my relationship with God or whatever. But I believe in God, y'all. So there's a story in the Bible. Most people, well, I'll say it the way y'all understand it. The way y'all understand it, y'all don't know. If you don't know it's biblical, is if you ever saw the movie 300. The movie 300 is actually biblical. It's Gideon and them. So, but a lot of people, they Xerxes and all that. But anyway, it's biblical. But in the Bible, there's this is the army of 300. He took 300 men to defeat them or whatever. So my goal has always been like I see some of these people with crazy Patreon numbers, like 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. Mine is like I get up to 300, I'm closing it off. Like that's what my goal is, to help 300 people, and it's just like the biblical reference to help me, draw this number or whatever. But for one, like I said, that's the number of people I want to help. That's my goal. And what am I saying? That's my goal. And plus, like I said, if you have too many people, it pumps up stuff too much, and it doesn't allow you to accumulate different things. But whatever. John is 100. Somebody 100 years old. John is 100. Oh, he's one. John is 100. CG is like 170 for membership. Seems like the going rate around the space. Yeah, I mean, for the alpha in mind, I think it's good, man. Carl Henry said, "Good morning, brother. Enjoy your weekend. Family comes first. We will be there next week." Yeah, I gotta spend. I think I'm gonna take a day to myself with me and my lady, because you do try to do a family, but I gotta have some me time too. This community Pale Rider is a bag packing with various X factors. Zoe's Patreon is well worth it. Word of advice: limit your exposure to influencers who promote buying cryptos with no backing as to why. I think he said as well. Satoshi Nakamoto. I love when y'all be having these names. Like, you, anyway, you don't think we've gone into a bear market now? The market looks terrible lately. Oh no, Nah, nah. I think people use that term bear market way too loosely. Nah, we definitely not in the bear market. We bearish, but we not in the bear market. It could be like I said. I feel like it's gonna be ugly up to like October, November, but it could be with. If listen, as I said, okay, let me say this slowly, and then we're gonna get out of here. But as I said, there was a number of events that could happen over the next 8 weeks, and y'all see how this. When I started saying this, look how crazy this 8 weeks been, and we still got 2 more weeks to go. So with this new development of the impox or whatever, we don't know how they're going to play this, how they're going to drag it out. We don't know when they're going to make it big, when they're going to try to nationalize it more on the news. We don't know when they're going to start pumping it through the news cycle, when it's on NBC, Fox, and everywhere you look, when when they doggone if and when they're gonna get started nearing full lockdown again. So we don't know this stuff, right? But if you were here last cycle, everybody thought when C19 hit, like people was cussing, like it's over. I knew I should have sold earlier, blah blah blah. That's what they want you to do. And that's why I try to give y'all, I know I talk about a lot of negative stuff to seem bearish, but I try to give y'all the positive, let y'all know long term this cycle is not over. But right now they need to shake y'all out as much as they can. I'm gonna say it once again and try to say it quickly. Every 100 years is a generational shift in wealth. That's where you develop your Rockefellers and all the stuff. Last cycle was the chance that's when they were trying to do it. And they was trying to, that's why they printed all that money so the money could flow back into assets and blah and all this kind of stuff. Their plan did not work. So they got to rerun the plan this cycle, but we don't know if they're gonna rerun the full plan or not. And I know what a lot of y'all saying. I'm not gonna fall for it, Zoe. I'm not wearing no mask. I'm not telling you to wear a mask. I'm not saying you're supposed to fall for it, but we don't know if they're going to try to run this plan back. You're also probably saying that'd be stupid of them if they try to run the same exact plan back. Say it again. That is stupid of them. You know why? Because they're stupid. People don't have to be smart to be rich. To be honest, whether you know it or not, I know some of y'all gonna say, well, you got to be smart to some degree. Well, yeah, scamming smart, generational wealth smart, but you don't even have to be smart to be a billionaire, a millionaire. Like I know plenty of dumb millionaires. When I say I know them, like I know some dumb millionaires personally, and they're dumb. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be condescending, but they are really dumb. And so what we know about these rich people in the government, all this stuff, they just rerun the same playbooks. If it worked before, it's gonna work again. Like I'm the type of person, if you fool me once, I'm like, I see what you did. Like you're not gonna fool me. But most people are not like that. They got short-term memories. And if you put enough fear into the equation, they're gonna fall for it every time. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that too long, but I don't think we're in a bear market. Satoshi Nakamoto said, I've seen through these scammers. I can tell you are a genuine person. If you want real alpha, it's not going to be free, of course. Yeah, it's not gonna be free, man. Because I mean, yeah, we're trying to kind of trying to keep it for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell everybody or whatever. Only I can't say regret, but only wish I had is that I'm just like y'all. I wish we would have bought all these at the lowest price, right? I wish I would have been had more headspace to to call that big dump in March, right? But you know, it is what it is. And so we're here now. So we just got to move forward with that knowledge and just try to stay level headed and make the right decisions. Nikki Millennium. I ain't seen that word in a minute. Pale Writer, I was in Crypto Archie's group and they were dumping on other members. Took me a while to catch on why I kept getting bad entries. They were calling buys at the time where I was getting dumped on. Yeah, a lot of them guys do that, man. I mean, a lot of them do it. Zoe, you said we needed a Demon office for C19 to. I know y'all ain't like that statement. We needed a Demon office for C19 to help push the mandates. You think the Mpox thing could shake up how the election goes? Okay, let me. I know you use the word election, right? I'm not. Let's throw the word election out and let's just say what you're asking is it going to shake up the plan? The thing is, I'm myself. Like I've been saying for months, always stand by my statements. I never try to reach. Uh-oh. What'd she say? I thought my lady said something. I thought the sound went out. But anyway, um, oh yeah, so I never try to retract my statements because you know a lot of people say stuff and they make a prediction that if it doesn't come true, they try to act like they never said it. I've been saying strongly, and I still believe it. That I said, there is no, they just gonna put Trump in office because we need all this regulation on crypto, blah 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 blah. But there is the what if like I said, if their plan didn't work last time, and if it seems like now they're trying to run the playbook back, and it's starting about the same time they did last time. August is when it first peeped on the scene. October, November, whatever. That whole thing happened or whatever. But yeah, we just gonna see. We gonna see what happens, man. If their plan is to run this whole playbook back, they probably are gonna put a damn in there. Whatever. Hold on, I just got a note. But we just gotta see. We gonna see what they do. Dave Flower said hashtag pure blood. What does that mean? Well, yeah. Well, our streams usually are an hour, so this is about like our normal streams are. But yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out on the stream. Hopefully, y'all still, you know, don't be scared at the market. And like I said, that doesn't mean you check out of the market and stop looking at stuff and like, well, his host said it's gonna be quiet for a minute, so I'm gonna just not. No, don't. Keep paying attention to the market. Keep checking your portfolio. Stay up to date on what's going on or whatever. But it could get a little crazy. Let's see how hard they push this Mpox thing, and if they trying to make it stick this time. One thing I'm gonna start paying attention to. Well, the alpha's not over. Let me say this last thing that's pretty big too. One thing I will start to try to pay attention to this time is just to say this so everybody understands. Every time there's like war, if you pay attention the first time when the Ukraine and Russian war happened, and this time when the Iranian and Israel thing happened, did y'all see how the war stocks started climbing, like Lockheed Martin and all the war stocks? Let me speak clearly because I know I slur sometimes. But when the war stocks, uh, when the war started happening, you saw the stocks starting to climb. So you better believe I'm checking every bounty tissue, every what you call them suckers. The hand sanitizer companies. If I see them mugs starting to crawl up, you just know what time it is. So there you some alpha right there. Some of y'all never gonna need to check it. Y'all not even gonna pay attention to that. But that's what I'm doing. So if I start to see them numbers starting to crawl up, I'm like, yep, they about to run the playbook, 21 gap trade. I know it's coming. Running back coming right through the hole. Like we don't know what's going on. So anyway, hopefully y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Spend some time with your loved ones. I don't like saying touch grass because too many people say it, and I hate saying cliches. But spend some time with your loved one, chills, take a mental break, all that kind of stuff. I love my friends. That's another thing. Y'all don't be know I got secret mods. I hear in other people groups, y'all can like see who the mods are and all that kind of stuff, but not in mine. Anyway, but I was saying, yeah, spend some time with your loved ones, clear your mind a little bit. I still say check your portfolio, but anyway, hopefully y'all enjoy your weekends. And what was your name? Yeah, Pale Rider. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can get in Patreon if you want to or not, but I feel like it's one of the best ones out there. So yeah, patreon.com/cryptozo. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.